So as we talk about our spiritual journey and the things we're trying to do and become and manifest, etc., you're going to hear misconceptions about it from others, and you probably going to conjure up your own. And I have a generalized list of them so we can, talk about it, dispel it. We're here to reprogram ourselves, rewrite our story. So number one, you must work hard. You must work consistently, not hard. Especially being an awakened individual on a spiritual path. Why? Because from the moment you woke up, you decided you were going to do things intentionally and intuitively. And when you get your signs, your coincidences, your synchronicities, and you listen to signs from God, from the universe, when God shows you something in your existence, you pay attention to the signs. And so that is how you work. You work through inspired action now. Calling it hard is subjective because in our case, it takes thought. We spiritual people, we use our brains a lot because we are always trying to connect and embody, and for some, that's a pleasure. It's not hard work for everyone. For some, it could be. So, not hard work, consistent work, whether it's something you're doing mentally, emotionally conjuring, physically going out looking for a job or applying for a school or whatever. The work is rewarding. The work feels fun. It fulfills you, okay? Number one, must work hard. Nope. I've had jobs my whole life, guys, and I've never been a millionaire. But I bet you I will be soon. Number two, you must suffer to get somewhere. So, kind of like working hard. Now, if you've already suffered, your suffering days are probably limited in number, okay? You've been through the storms and you've extracted wisdom from them, okay? Anything you consider suffering in your spiritual journey is just the trials necessary for you to become the new person, okay? Your spiritual destiny is it's already done for you, okay? And you reaching out for it, all you're doing is getting closer to it, okay? So any hardships that you have overcome, just remember, it wasn't a punishment. It was there for you to extract wisdom from. I mean, look at you. You're sitting here right now. You're not going through that occurrence anymore, right? Okay, so you survived that. Now, you could be going through something rough right now. And if you are, this too shall pass. Okay, guys? But while you're in it, this is an opportunity, all right? It's an opportunity for spiritual growth. Why? Because, and hear me out, in your discomfort, you say to yourself, and I'm just giving an example, ooh, it is so uncomfortable to have to spend my whole paycheck on bills and just food and just bills and no room to do anything else. However, I know one day it's going to get better. I will be able to spend as much as I want and need in the future. But for right now, I am going to get through it, and I am thankful that I have a check. Now, I said that to say, when it gets uncomfortable for you, you come up with mantras and statements and thoughts that help you constitute growth and wisdom. Like you say to yourself, this is my moment to extract the strength and the wisdom, okay? I know I can get through this. So here it go. And one day I will look back on this moment here and I will say, you know what? Thank you, God, for giving me the opportunity to test my own will, to test my own strengths, for me to see, give myself the opportunity to see that I could make it. I don't need nobody else to tell me I'm strong, because you, talking to God and universe, because you, God and universe, showed me that that is who I am. You presented me with the opportunity to extract strength and wisdom, and I passed the test. Therefore, I know I earned what I have currently. That's just an example, okay? When you take thought processes like that, it is empowering. You take power over what is making you uncomfortable, okay? And when you make those statements at those times in your day when you feel heavy, You are in it, that in and of itself is helping you create a stable future, because you are producing a vibe, right? A vibe of I am secure, I am safe, I am strong, something higher. You're not waddling in your discomfort at this point, right? Like you used to, like before, where you would say, oh, woe is me. Oh God, this is so stressful. Oh, I hate my life, right? You decided, instead of doing that, when you have them uncomfortable moments, when you go, you say to yourself, you know what? But I'm alive. I can breathe. Okay, this will pass. Other people have done it. Miracles occur for lots of people. Miracles are normal. See, you are transmuting that heavy energy, and you're helping create your future by what you're doing now. Because think about it. If in the future you ask for secureness, secure salary, don't have to worry about baby parent drama, etc., whatever, drama from bosses. What you do right now is you just think about how would I feel if this was my norm, okay? So when you go through them rough patches and you redirect your thought and statements to yourself, you're creating that, okay? You're creating that within your body, within your mind. You're creating that space of security right now before it even showed up. So just try it. Find statements that work for you, but nonetheless, they have to be opposite of what you normally do, because what we normally are doing isn't working out. That's why we're in a mental loop. Just do something different, and do something small, incremental, so that you don't kill yourself, okay? Hang on a second, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry for the interruption, guys. I appreciate your patience. So I'm going to go ahead, with that being said, and move on to number 3. That's where we are. There are limitations on salary. Okay. Nope. No, it's not. And then another thing. Your salary, you work for God now. Just because you go to school for English and people, one thing you can do is be a school teacher. You can start your own school. Teach people English yourself. We got the internet now. Do it on the internet. Get you a brick and mortar business. Get it jumping. See, use your gift. He give all of us something. You figure out what yours is. If you have many of them, pick one. Focus on it and build something with it. Okay, this is not the same structure anymore, okay, like back in the 70s and the 80s or whatever, prior to that, where you go to high school, you graduate, you're almost expected to go to college. There was a time when if you didn't go to college, you were considered a failure, okay? And nowadays, no, because plenty of people can attest to the fact that they've been to college and they can't seem to get salaries that they deserve. So with that being said, you as an awakened individual, your game plan is to pick something within you, right? Are you a good artist? Can you sing? Are you a detective? What are you good at? And not just what you're good at. What would you do every day if nobody was paying you? Now, I know you heard that a lot because it's so real, okay? If you do something, I don't know, just say skateboarding, something. Okay, like me, I'm a motivation coach. I will do this for free. In fact, I do it for free, and I'll do it all day long. So that's myself as an example. Nobody told me to put this camera in my face and start talking to y'all about manifestation. I'm doing it because that's what I know. And I like to speak. I believe I'm a good speaker. I'm not afraid of public speaking. And I'm darn sure not afraid to talk to people on a camera. Okay, so I might as well do something with it. Eventually I will be rich, but I'm not with money. I'll be rich with money. I'm rich with everything else you can think of though. So hey, no really complaints here. But we all got to pay bills. So one day I'll be able to pay bills with this. But in the meantime, I'm going to roll with it. Why? Because it feels natural. It feels good. It's enjoyable. Sometimes I'm lazy. I don't always feel like doing it. But then I do all other stuff, that we talk about here, which is, okay, when you're feeling lazy and procrastinate, switch your thought around. Do this, do that. I do it. Everything I talk about, guys, I do it. It works. And there's still so much more to discover. And when I learn more, I will come and present it to you guys, okay? And it ain't about me teaching you. I am here to engage with you, conversation conducive to your spiritual growth, your experience. You are here because you already want to like be involved in the whole reprogramming. That is why you are here. People who are attracted to this video and are edified by it are here because the universe said, here go 8 Mays, I got somebody else for you. You enjoy this. You enjoy watching people talk about, metaphysics. It's your lifestyle. So I'm one more source. So yeah, back to what I was saying. No limitations on your salary. Don't let somebody tell you, oh, you really can't make much money doing that. But God gonna tell you what you gonna make. Okay? Because you are gifted with these things. Okay? And if it's nothing inherent, like obvious, like say for example, we'll just say HVAC, like people who put air conditioners and stuff. Okay, that's like something people have to go to school for. But the thing is, how do you know if that's for you or not? Well, do you like to fix stuff in your house? Are you the first person people go to and say, hey, can you come fix this? And you have a knack for fixing things, even if you've never been to school for it. That indicates you need to probably take up a trade. And then you probably would enjoy the trade since you do it for your family and you don't have a problem with it and you don't see no problem with getting up and fixing stuff for people. And, and if you're mechanical anyway in the brain, your hands, you're good with your hands. That's an example. So some things you have to go to school for, of course, but you don't know, you may not know what to go to school for. You see what I'm saying? Rather than like I did when I was in my youth, I was picking stuff to go to school for that had nothing to do with anything I'm truly gifted with, because I was too concerned with how much money you can make. One of the biggest mistakes of my life. Looking back on it, I don't regret how my life went. But if I didn't know my life was going to turn out nice the way it did, I would have picked something different. I would have went to school for English or something like that, literature or something, journalism maybe. Instead, I went to school for business administration. Big mistake. I hated it. And didn't focus. So, you got to have a lot of things in the formula, you know what I'm saying, to be successful. Be smart, and you don't always have to be smart. You just have to be prepared. You have to know where you're going. You seem smart when you tap into what's for you. Okay, you're a genius in your own right. Everyone has something that they're supposed to do. And when you focus on what's for you, everybody's going to see you as a genius because you're doing what you're supposed to do. You get it? Of course you're going to fail at something that ain't got nothing to do with your nature. All right? What else, y'all? There are not enough places for me. Okay, you know how they say this field is oversaturated? Well, I mean, they say it's close to 9 billion humans on Earth. So how could something be saturated? Everybody's not good. I can't be a surgeon. That ain't for me. Somebody has to work for the sewage department. I'm just not built for that. There's, in my eyes anyway, I mean, just like there's an unlimited supply of everything, okay? God takes care of the animals and he has leaves on the trees. He'll provide for us too. So you get caught up, okay, have nothing to do with the universe. You can trip your own self up with the wrong ideas. The field is saturated with people. No, it's not. How many countries are there? What if God sends you to a country somewhere else where they need you? You just don't know, for real. The most we can do is believe in our ability and our God-given power and pray and meditate and vision, stay in a higher mind state and wait for the magic. That's all we can do. And just know the magic will come. But you don't know what the magic is, okay? You don't know what it is. You just know you're going to be happy. Because you will get what you asked for, okay? It may come in a different form, but it's still what you asked for, all right? What else do I want to say to y'all? Once I get there, I'll be happy? Nope. Because if you ain't happy now, you won't be happy later. Your state of being is what attracts it in the first place, okay? Now let's just say you want money so badly and you pray and then you start doing stuff, ritualistic things that bring it to you, and it comes in a way, not in a good way, a desperate way. You might be desperate for some money and then you get in a car accident or something, and sure, you got the money, but you damaged some body parts for it. And that's never worth it, not intentionally. So, once you get there, you'll be happy. No, happiness is a virtue, a state of being that you want to achieve regardless of the things that you hold in your hand. If you look for peace and happiness in your mind before it even comes. Look for ways to be happy. Just like, remember earlier I was saying, when you feel stressed on a particular day and you could just feel yourself not feeling right, and you say, but you know what, this is my opportunity to be strong. I'll be proud of myself later. That'll make you feel happy. If you do it enough times. You do anything enough, it becomes real. Okay? So what I'm saying is, do it incrementally so you don't drive yourself crazy and discourage yourself, but just remind yourself, you know what? I don't need permission to be happy. I don't need this person to do this. I don't need this purse. I don't need this bag. I don't need this house. I don't need that. I need my bills paid. No, I'm just kidding. You do need your bills paid. But if your bills aren't paid, still look for the happiness. Because time is fleeting. That's the one thing we won't get back. And when the future comes, you'll get blessed. It's hard now, but this all will pass. Okay, it's gonna be a part of your life that don't exist anymore. Just you feeling it moment now, right? But trust me, when you get blessed, you're gonna look back and say, wow, you know what? If I would have known, it was gonna turn out all right, I wouldn't have been so stressed. I was sitting there balling up and stressing for nothing. I could have enjoyed myself more if I would have just knew. And if you've never felt that, good. You don't want to. You don't want to. Regret is heavy. It's like time. You can't get it back. You can get over anger. You can get over sorrow. But regret, okay. I'm gonna give you a quote. It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. Said by Confucius. All right, y'all.